about the chickens, Annie, and the possibility of you renting one after we talk about the consignment story that you have for us. This is it's a growing trend. It's something that's kind of always been around, but it seems like we're seeing more consignment stores and more people kind of offering up goods to them.
Right, right. And with how selective stores are today, it's there's not such a stigma that goes with purchasing something that's used. Totally. It's kind of, I mean, who doesn't like to brag about getting a good deal?
Hey, I'm all about buying a pre-owned car, so.
Exactly. It's the best way to go.
Maybe I look in my jeans now.
Yeah. Right. So I'm back at it, not only shopping, but this time I headed to the store with the goal of having them purchase from me.
Ooh, did you have any luck?
Extra cash. I actually did, and I'm going back, so let's check out my experience.
Okay.
Since they're overflowing and you could use a little bit of spending cash, I found the perfect solution. What makes Clothes Mentor different from other consignment or resale shops?
Well, first and foremost, I think it's that we pay cash on the spot for the clothing that you bring in. So, you know, you don't have to wait for it to sell like you would at a consignment store. It takes us maybe on average 30 minutes to do a buy. We enter it into the computer and we pay you cash right then and there. We give the person like a third of what we're going to sell the item for typically. We sell things for a third of their original retail value.
So if I were to come in and bring in some of my items that I wanted to sell to the store, and I wanted to take my time shopping while you're going through those items, is there some kind of deal that I would get if I purchase?
Yes, we call that a trade. And basically, you can trade your whatever you want to buy for whatever we buy from you. You save 7%, so you don't have to pay the taxes. When the weather starts getting nice, people come flooding in with their winter clothes or their summer clothes that they don't want anymore because they want to buy new.
And what would you say is the most popular item right now for buying and selling?
I think Michael Kors is definitely up there right now. I'm seeing a lot of J. Crew coming through and selling. I think that's a very popular brand at the moment. Anthropologie, seems like a lot of their things come through here. White House Black Market and The Loft. So those are probably our top sellers.
So if I were to come here and do my shopping versus going to the mall, what would you say the average savings would be for me?
30%. You would pay, 70, because you'd pay about 30% of the original retail value of the item.
So not all of the items that you have here have been used or worn, is that correct?
Yeah, no, we get a ton of things with tags still attached. The person either just didn't fit right or they just didn't use them for whatever reason, maybe a gift. We get a lot.
And I can tell by looking around that you're very selective over the items that you take in.
Yes, we have to be. Otherwise, we would have, first of all, way too much. And, you know, I think that the customer is looking for things that are gently used and more current. That's what they want to find when they come in here. And they don't want to, you know, pick through a lot of things that are older in order to find the more current items.
That's cool stuff.
Yeah,
and that's true. You know, I have been in those before where you can see $200 jeans, you know, for like 80 bucks or something, and maybe they wore them a couple times. So it's pretty cool. It's a good way to go, especially, you know, if you're on a budget. Most of us are.
Yeah, and like I mentioned there, when you go in and you sell your items, you also get a discount. She mentioned you save the taxes, so 7%, which is pretty awesome. So I was more prepared this time. I've actually spent some time going through my closet and pulling items. Last time I only took a few, and I did sell some items to them, but this time I'm prepared. I've got a lot, and then I take my time shopping while they're looking through my items, and then you can decide, do I want to sell it for what they're offering or not? And
well,
it's a great way to buy new
with the change of seasons too, it's time people, I imagine this is a busy time. They're probably busy. They probably have a lot of new inventory, so it's a good time to go check it out.
Yeah, and it's a new store actually. They've only been open about a week. So
oh wow, that is brand new.
Commercial Drive in Fishers. So
okay,
I'll be headed there after my show today.
Fabulous. Well, we'll put a link to their website on ours, IndyStyle.tv. I imagine they have hours. Do you have to make an appointment to bring some clothes?
No, you don't. I mean, depending on how busy it is, I think you should go in expecting to have to spend a little bit of time because they do have to go through all of your items. They have a system in the computer where they can kind of pull up different designers and brands and get an estimate of what they should ask.
Okay, that makes sense.
For that item, so it takes a little bit of time, but like I said, if you're interested in doing some shopping as well and possibly doing a trade, then it's
that works too, right?
It's perfect, yeah.
You could make an afternoon of it.
Yes.
All right. Good stuff. Thanks for stopping in. As
Thank
always,
you.
see you next Wednesday.
Nice to see you.
How about that, Trace?
Hi, and